Valley Filming has required that what did we use? DoorDash? Postmates? Uber Eats?
Uber Eats.
Who will sponsor us?
Or use some kind of delivery service by which a nice little human being brought us some Taco Bell. Now we're eating it while we watch all of this bull shenanigans.
We're celebrating.
It's the last day of filming for this season.
Be so messy.
Tune in next season for when we will have a Patreon. And you can sponsor our Taco Bell for us. Welcome back.
Welcome. We are at quite a critical juncture here. Skylar's like going into labor, or at least it appears that she is. Could be a Braxton Hicks situation. Could you imagine?
Always could be.
Always.
2 weeks before.
Well, who knows?
I mean, yeah, it could happen.
This Gus guy has entered the picture. We're not
Walt's trying to make 1.2 mil. While Jesse's... Is it heroin? Is that correct?
Yes. That was heroin mixed with crystal meth. They dropped a little...
As long as it was mostly heroin, and
yeah,
that's kind of what I just want to make sure.
It looked like the process of heroin.
Let me start it out this way. We know nothing. Nothing about drugs. We're gonna Google this.
You didn't know that before.
I can barely give blood, so...
Okay,
what's your name?
We were all talking to each other.
My name is Jamie. What's your name?
My name's Whitney.
I'm Bliss.
And who's that?
This Tank.
We don't know what he is.
Jesse's in a weird place.
We're feeling a lot of things.
Yeah, Jesse's on a trip. Walt is...
Boy, is he ever.
Yeah, Walt is about to attempt to pull off this deal with Gus's guys where he can drop off their entire 38 pounds for 1.2 million.
And he's going to miss his own kids.
Which Bliss called it.
I mean, it had to.
Season
that had
1.
to happen. That had to happen.
For sure. I'm not disagreeing with that. Of course he chose drugs over his family.
I know. But he's on the clock. There's like an hour to get to the meet point. Births can take ? So I wouldn't be surprised in his mind if he's like, let me drop this off right quick and then I'll head to the hospital. If he just has the drug sitting in his car, missed the meet.
He's like, not gonna miss it. No. It's too...
The guy said you will never show your face here again if you're not there in an hour.
Right. So either Walt is going to be super cocky and think he can talk his way into another drop-off.
Right.
And be like, my wife had a baby. Of course I had to go to that instead. Give me another drop-off.
Right.
Or he's going to miss it and come to the hospital and see his wife with Silver Fox. And they're having their moment because he was there for the birth
That would be sweet.
Baby.
If that's the case, that is going to be a sweet...
Yeah. I just want
some
Walt
weird
to, like,
poetic justice.
Feel something of regret ever. It would be great.
I don't think he will.
Yeah. All right. This is it. Season 2, episode 12.
11? 12?
We just did 11, so this is 12.
Mm-hmm.
Marie. Oh, Christ, Marie. How? Oh, God.
Oh.
Oh, thank God. Is she beautiful?
Oh.
Yeah, I'm staring at break
Full
lights
on
the
missed
40.
it. We don't even get a labor
Accident
scene?
up ahead. Christ, should I have all day, huh? No. Let her rest. I'll be there as soon as I can.
Missed
Marie.
it.
We named her Crystal.
We named her Crystal. Her name is Jessie.
Silver Fox!
Called it!
Congratulations, Walt.
I delivered her with my own two
Didn't
hands.
even notice him.
Listen.
Let me get out of your way here so you three be alone, okay? Listen,
Oh, poor that
Kisses her on the mouth.
Oh my gosh, it's so bad.
That's all right. Congratulations again.
That's a cute baby.
It is. Yeah, so this is gonna be a cash.
This is what I wanted. He licks it.
Rub it on your groin, Walt.
Ew.
You did it. Money.
Psycho.
I hate that.
Nobody's there.
Oh, well.
Oh my gosh.
Hello.
Uncomfortable.
My son has cerebral palsy. I'm faster than you.
I'm trying to tell you, man. Last night, somebody broke in my place, Joe. I got robbed. What? Yeah, somebody. They got all of our...
You better.
They knew exactly where to look.
It's still so annoying to me.
I mean, say something, man. All right, yell at me or something. Come on. Mr. White.
Oh.
You
Oh, you're such a dirtball!
a-hole.
Oh, someone just literally shoot him in the head.
Oh, hey!
Yay, we missed you, Hank.
Just had to get a beer.
Whole
Inappropriate
day in
joke.
hell when we're happy to see Hank.
We reached a new low, ladies.
Do you want to see something?
If you show your daughter the money,
He's going
what is wrong with you? That's so gross.
That's right. Daddy did that.
House fire.
Daddy did that. God.
to. How does God love people?
I don't.
Like, literally.
I sure don't.
How?
And you made me miss the birth of my daughter.
Oh, so that's how he's justifying it. It's Jesse's fault.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, something big's gotta happen at the end of season 2, because to not have the birth of the daughter,
Be the climactic
right?
thing.
To have that be kind of just like
Oh, yeah.
dropped somewhere in a random episode is like interesting.
Oh boy. Such a good man, Walter.
I didn't know that until he was going to die.
This is beautiful. SaveWalterWhite.com. Well, I for one am telling everybody.
Iconic.
He's gonna donate his own money to here.
You're not asking for money, are you, son?
Yeah, that's the whole idea. Louis helped me set up a PayPal account and everything.
And that's how he washes his
We can't ask for
hands.
money.
I have so much cash on hand that I actually count it by weighing it on my bathroom scale, and yet I can't spend it. I can't tell my family about it. All of whom think that I am right on the edge of bankruptcy. I mean, it's insane. It cannot be blind luck or some imaginary relative who saves us. No, I earned that money.
Oh,
Me.
you
And
Gross.
now my son
arrogant
created his own
bastard.
website, SaveWalterWhite.com, soliciting anonymous donations. Do you have any idea how that makes me feel?
So, like, how can you watch somebody do that?
That's the exact same thing they were doing to the baby. God, this show's so good.
Ooh.
Dad, wrong door.
Dad, wait. Dad, is that what it looks like? Dad,
Uh-oh.
what are you doing? What are you doing?
I'm calling the police.
Dad,
Ooh.
Dad, no, don't.
Come on. Yeah, come on.
Dad, no,
I
don't.
have tried 10 years of love and understanding.
Oh, boy.
Maybe what it takes is you drying out in a jail cell.
Dad, no.
Yes, I would like to report drug use in a building that I own tomorrow.
She's gonna jump.
She's gonna die.
I think she might. I think she
This is a
might.
big mistake. She's gonna die.
I wonder if Jane dies from
Mhm.
overdosing, and then her dad, who obviously has a little bit of a loose lid, goes after Jesse and wants to kill him.
And then those two have to kill the dad.
Something.
This is Walter White.
Hello, Walter White.
I'm sorry,
You've awoken the
trouble
beast.
recalling.
Jane is about to
Jane.
run this operation.
You know, Jesse and Jane. Jesse's junkie girlfriend.
Oh, yes, of course. Wow, it really has been a long time.
Jesus, get somewhere where you can talk.
Sure, yes. I am looking into that.
Yes!
She does not have time.
She's like, this is bull.
She
Go
said,
outside.
All Jesse wants, do right by Jesse tonight, or I will burn you to the ground.
Now we're thinking with their brains.
I will tattoo the whole story upon the back of a reporter.
I changed my mind. Walter's gonna lose his crap and go crazy and kill her.
But I'm glad that you enjoyed it.
Oh, you psycho.
Jesse.
Can we pause it briefly?
I mean, what do you do with someone like that?
Gosh.
Family. Yeah. It's family. Can't give up on them. Never. What else is there?
Simply care about.
Jesse.
Yep, you go.
They're on their side.
Wake up. Jesse. Wake up.
Yep. Jamie, I think you're right. I think she's dead. Did you see the No. I thought he was gonna inject more into her.
Kill them.
Leaving your fingerprints all over the place, bro. Tip her on her side, tip her on her side.
Like the baby.
What are you doing? Tip her over.
It's better for him if she's gone.
Oh my gosh. There's no end.
God.
Yep, she choked on her own vomit.
Which is full circle from, for his own daughter, he's gonna tip his own daughter on her side so she doesn't die. But for another man's daughter, there is no life is sacred.
Wow. You.
And
That
Jesse's
is
gonna
evil.
wake up next to a dead body.
Again. Well, Jane was short-lived.
Good grief.
Well, I thought that didn't go the way I thought it would go. I thought like he would get angry at her trying to blackmail him and ruin his family.
I mean,
and
essentially he did.
it would be
just
like the
wasn't
Papa
violent.
Bear thing. Yeah, I thought he'd do like that angry when he gets all crazy, like the top level, grab his junk,
Well, he
screaming.
killed her because she
Yes,
blackmailed him.
but I thought
It just wasn't like bloody.
Wow.
So messed up. I mean, we're out of redeeming factors for Walt. We're out of them.
All you people that think that Walt is a great character, I'm just like,
why.
what? How? What kind of problems you got going on in your life?
All he had to do was tip her over. Like,
Yeah, and then like let it happen how it happens.
Call the
Maybe at
police.
least you like did something. But the only reason that she tipped over to begin with was because he went in there and jostled Jesse around. Otherwise, she's laying
Yeah.
on her side.
because when she first helped Jesse do heroin, she made sure he was on his side, put a pillow behind his back. Like, she knew better. She was cautious about that.
Yeah, there was a lot of really cool foreshadowing. Cool. That sounds horrible. But a lot
Cool
of
foreshadowing.
foreshadowing. Like a lot of loaded gun in this episode.
Wow.
Upsetting.
Yeah, that's
So
hard.
I
His
think,
judgment is so impaired by like his need to cover his own tracks and be a self-righteous son of a bitch that like he just watches people die for him.
well, he no longer can control Jesse, so it's like he's thinking with his penis. This girl has more say over Jesse now than Walt did. That's what he told Gus. He does what I say. Well, not anymore.
Yeah.
So it's easier if she's gone.
That was sad.
Savage.
Man, that dad is gonna feel so bad.
He's gonna
It's
be
not
pissed.
fair.
I think that he's gonna come after Jesse.
Yeah.
So then Walt's gonna have some more full circle engagements there because
There's no way this just goes away.
they're gonna figure out that when they met, there's no way there's not going to be a resurfacing of the encounter at the bar, because that the writers of the show are like too good to have that just coincidentally take place for no reason other than to like make it more obvious how horrible that scene just was. Like, it's going to come back. Yeah.
So do we think that Jane's dad is a casualty of the, like that,
just another person, Walter.
the flash forwards?
Oh, you mean like the dragway bodies?
Mm-hmm.
No, that seemed like a smaller body. I remember
Really?
thinking, yeah, because when we saw it, it was little, and I thought,
really
oh, it's
remember
Gretchen.
Yeah, I don't
that
really
as
remember
much
either.
as I remember just like that weird pink teddy bear coming back multiple times.
But that was in the pool, so was that at the White's house?
Yes.
I would think
But the
so.
bodies were at the condos?
No,
At
it was
Jesse's
the
house?
driveway.
Of the White's house.
Yeah.
So it all goes down at Walt's house.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So, all of the people that are commenting on this, that continue to try to
Stop
convince
provoking
me,
people.
why
Give it
not?
to him.
Give me the
Give
views.
it to him, Wit.
Whatever. This is why I'm here. If they wanted just like happy-go-lucky, you know, let's watch the show and ooh and ah over it, they'd go to some other reaction channel. I'm not here for
True.
that. Ooh and ah elsewhere.
Tell us how much you hate Walt.
I just really can't understand. Like, okay, he's a great. I'm not saying that the show is not written genius level.
We're
like,
fans of the writers.
all of the things connect, all of the
Yeah.
dots. There's nothing useless or purposeless. There's no plot
Right.
holes that never get covered up. Like, it all connects, and it's great. Like maybe the guy that wrote the show was actually like a kingpin drug lord in another life, because that's like the kind of detail you would have to keep the operation covered up. I'm not saying it's not amazing and brilliant. I'm just saying that the character of Walter White, if he existed, which he does somewhere, I'm sure, in real life, he is like the worst kind of person.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Because he's so wrapped up in his self-righteous endeavors, and he comes right out and says it. He's so blind to how ridiculous it is that he says to Saul, I made this money. Mm-hmm. Okay, so you're going to tell me that you're going to fabricate some lie so that you get the love and affection and attention and like praise for making $1.2 million, but you're not going to come clean about what you had to do to get that.
Yes.
That is some shallow crap right there. Like, that's wow. And then you watch some other guy's daughter swallow and choke on her own vomit
Because it benefits you.
You were so convoluted in your spirit that you couldn't decipher quick enough, I should save this person who is needlessly dying in front of me, because you happen to think that the more compelling evidence is it's better for her to be dead.
Mm-hmm.
For me.
Right.
Because I want everyone to think that I'm awesome for the last however long I'm going to be alive.
I don't think I will ever like Walter.
No.
I don't think it's going to happen.
Pretty torturous chain of events that he continues to drag people into. And then, like, it's even, like, more heartbreaking because now they're having, like, some nice family moments at home. Mm-hmm. But, like, the whole time that's happening, it still is, like, a complete mirage because, like, if she knew what he was doing, she would be devastated, as we could see by the fact that she was not pleased and walked away from her job.
She came back.
Well, the whole...
Well, that still needs to be tied up, too, because she went into labor. So we don't really know, like, is she back? Is she, like, what's the deal with that? Like, how is that gonna... You said this, but then you did another thing, and then you went into labor, so we kind of scrapped that for a second. But she was obviously not okay with, like, what he was doing, which I would think is, like, a drop in the bucket compared to all the things that Walter has done.
Right. Let's stop Breaking Bad now and start watching Better Call Saul.
Yeah, we're gonna scrap this show. We're done, so.
Is there anything Walt could do to get you back on the side?
Tell the truth.
That
Yeah.
Humble yourself.
I think I could respect him more if he told his wife everything, and if he wanted to continue to do it, get her on board. I would respect
for
an
sure.
honest marriage.
Isn't that kind of like what Ozark is? It's like the whole family is doing it together, right?
Yes, exactly.
I feel like I could be way more supportive of that Because at least it's not like you're like bullshitting everybody and like, I'm such an awesome daddy and husband.
No,
and I try so hard and I'm dying from cancer, so everyone please donate to my GoFundMe.
It's all the lies. If he could just be honest with her and turn it into like an Ozark situation where they're the family business, I could at least not hate him as much. I think I'd still be irritated with the way he treats Jesse and like I think those personality things I still wouldn't care for. But I wouldn't have this deep simmering rage.
The lying is the thing that like for sure sets everything like completely on the edge.
Well, and what makes me even more angry is when people lie this much and almost get caught and then they keep getting away with it.
Right.
Like with the Gretchen thing. Like, I want a justice of you getting caught and having to answer for all the crap.
But then, like, even like the scene where he's in the bar talking to Jane's dad, it's like you're supposed to go out and get diapers, so you use that as an opportunity to get out of the house to go deliver Jesse's money to him. Okay, fine. But then, like, get the diapers and go home.
Right, he's
Why are you going to the bar? Like, to just be selfish and, like, a piece of crap when your wife asks you to go do something. And then it's, like, so casual to just be, like, to lie.
Because he forgot about it. Like, he obviously forgot he was supposed to get diapers. He's upset with what's going on with Jesse. He knows he needs to figure out what to do about Jesse. Like, he's kind of upset about that Jane has taken over Jesse. So he goes to the bar to have a moment. His wife calls. He remembers he's supposed to get diapers, and it kind of snowballs from there. How quickly he could lie to her and how easy it sounded, that makes me angry.
Problematic. And that's like why it's like difficult, because they're like, whoever is setting up the show is like always drawing a constant parallel between Jesse's life and Walt's life and how different they are, but how completely similar. So like they have a completely difficult time. They make this, we're going to move to New Zealand, we're going to do all of these things, let's just like ditch what we have and we'll start like tonight. We're gonna be clean. And they see it sitting there and they can't ditch it. Like they go they do, you know, they have like one more hit or whatever. So then Walt, his addiction at this point is lying and covering up his tracks, and like the adrenaline, that's a whole other chemistry problem. Like you get adrenaline from doing all of these crazy wild goose chases and having all this rush of emotion and whatever, and then you get a reward from it. So you got the dopamine drip just as bad as Jesse does, and then you feel great about that, and like so all of the things like in the lying just continues to create those opportunities for him. So then when you're presented with an opportunity to come clean about it, you're like, yeah, I'm gonna do the right thing and tell the truth, and it's like, no, I can't.
I think we're going to have a pretty big... Because what do we have, one episode left?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, this is it.
So I think this next episode we're going to be dealing with some kind of stress with Jesse. Waking up next to his dead girlfriend. He's probably going to be totally out of it. He's Walter's partner in all of this. Yeah. Walter knows he kind of still needs him.
Yeah.
Because they're out of all their supply to keep making drugs.
Right.
And then I think Gus is going to pop up, and he's going to be a whole lot worse than who they thought they were getting into business with. I think it's going to be some kind of headway here.
He's like the samurai.
Because it has to be set up for some kind of big drama to go into season 3.
You can never trust an addict.
Because Saul doesn't really know him. Yeah. He has no idea who Gus is really involved with.
It was a guy.
Right. So I think we're going to have some kind of big, holy crap, that money got me into more trouble than I thought.
Yeah. This is a lot.
It's going to be bad. It's going to be bad.
Any other predictions for the finale?
Huh?
Any other predictions for the finale?
I predict that I'm going to be super pissed at the end of the next episode.
I predict that Skylar's gonna find out.
Oh, already?
Yes. How many seasons do we have? 5?
Yeah.
And we're going into 3.
3, 4, 5,
we're still in 2.
Well, I mean, I'm thinking, like, how do you... Because all shows, the last episode of the season sets you up with some kind of cliffhanger to go into the next season. So it's got to be something big, something dramatic. So if we're going that way...
I feel like it might be somebody not so I feel like somebody could find out for sure. But I wonder if it'll
Walt
be
Jr.?
like Hank or something like that.
Yeah, or
Somebody
like
that's a
Skinny
little
Pete
more
gets in
center.
trouble.
I don't think it would be Hank, because Hank would be, that's too big of a deal. Hank would be a deal breaker for sure. There's no way you could get away with that.
Yeah.
That would be like the end of everything
I think
right
there's
there.
no way to predict. There's just too many floating possibilities.
There's so many. I'm thinking you got basically 3 seasons.
Yeah.
It's not Hank. I think it'll be like Walt Jr. We'll find the diaper box full of cash, or Skylar will find a message, or like they'll leave it with somebody else finding out about this.
Yeah.
Okay, we will
Right.
see y'all for the season 2 finale. We're ready.
I'm so